Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of Gangster Magician Tarot, where I'll be your host, the Gangster Magician himself. And this is the 11 p.m. showing, so just here for you, okay? Did 4 today. Today was a 4-piece. I did 4, so I'm happy with that. I can't do that every day, though. I wish I could, to tell you the truth. I wish I could find a way that I could just do this. This is be the only thing I have to do, because I love it. I fucking love it. I think that I'll get there eventually, though. But in the meantime, you just gotta work hard. I mean, nothing comes easy. Nothing comes right off the bat. Nobody just, does with that. It doesn't just come on here and then all of a sudden they become a big star. It's just, if it worked like that, don't you think everybody would do it? I think that's the case. So let's see what we're working with, Let's, oh yeah, sorry, I changed your mic. I said, why do I always forget about him? I don't. I tell him, I say, just getting to you. It's an intro, I tell him. He's always making me get all crazy here. But yes, he is here, brother, and he is protecting us in all different ways. He's at the door, okay? So if you're not on the list, you're not coming in. But all my magical gangsters, you are on the list. So just understand that, because we are VIP Earth Angels over here. Believe me when I tell you. And we are opening our heart chakra to you, because we love when you give us the love, okay? We accept all unconditional love from everybody who wants to give it to us. Okay, we're also here to protect ourselves from some demon spirits with our black tourmaline. Okay, a little red jasper here for luck. Okay, we even went with the green Aberdeen here. We have a little Larimar. That's a good one too. Larimar. Okay, it's a little bit on the pricier side. We got a Amazonite here, multi-Amazonite it was. Okay, this one right here, I always had this one's it's like copper calphite or something. Then we got garnet, citrine, green Aberdeen again, tiger eye, citrine, and garnet again. So whatever, I just figured I would go over that little tidbit. Every once in a while I'll do a little crystal action, okay? But yes, the citrine will be more for, bringing in the wealth, okay? This is what you would want as, money. As garnet is always good for, like your root chakra, and, it's good love. It's actually a good sexual, sexual stone. Not to mention green Aberdeen is good for your luck, okay? Copper also brings in, abundance, okay? Green Aberdeen says the luckiest stone of all. That's what they say about green Aberdeen. And Amazonite is, similar to that of green Aberdeen. More, but actually it would go towards, it could fluctuate with the multi, so it could actually be, used for your higher, your upper, whatever, your higher chakras. Okay, so there we go. Instead of, green for heart. So let's get this party started. What is it, 3 minutes I've been over here yapping. I'm yapping over here about stuff. All right, so what's the overall energy we're working with here? Let's see what we got. Let's get something going here. I think things are headed in the right direction for you, okay? It seems like things are where they're supposed to be, and I am very proud of you too, okay? Because you know what? Ace of Swords, there's mental clarity here, so I figure things must be going well if there's mental clarity, because you are coming off as a very sharp-minded individual here, okay? So people are seeing you have new ideas, success. You are like a surgeon right now. You're surgically dissecting these karmic energies, okay? So it's clear as day you are sharp at what you do, okay? Because look, you have this 2 of Wands. You are putting something together, okay? You have something planned. You're progressing, okay? You're making decisions here, discovering things about yourself that you may have not discovered before. Maybe you're leaving home. Who knows, okay? So may have some travel plans. Just know things are getting off the ground. You are getting to where you have to go, okay? So that is what's happening. You could clearly see that, okay? So now we're saying, like I said, moving on along here. Things are going to be working out for you, okay? So you're seeing what you need to do. You're coming up with the idea now. You're like, all right, this is what I need to do, okay? You're clearly seeing that, and now you have to put together a plan in action for that. So we'll see what we could do if we can get that going. What's going to come of this, or who this is, or if this is you. Let's figure this out. So it's definitely you, because you are in complete control of the situation, okay? 7 of Wands. Everybody knows. They could see that, because they could clearly see, Ace of Swords, that you're in complete control of this situation, because Page of Cups, because of the creative opportunities that you're creating, the intuitive messages that you're getting, okay? Perhaps the new love. You are coming off as a happy surprise here. Very, very sensitive dreamer of sorts is what it's saying here. So, ooh, I don't like when it makes that noise. But just know, people are clearly seeing that. And I clearly see it, okay, with you, because you are the best around. And I agree. And I concur with that. Okay, because you know what's going to happen to anybody who doesn't concur with that? They're going to go under judgment, okay? Because when you come up against my collective, you come up against my 8th house crew, you come up against my magical gangsters, the end result will always be the same. And it'll be you destroying them and sending their bitch ass all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. So that is exactly what you've been doing, okay? But now people are being seen for, you know, really being dastardly, okay? They're being judged. People, they don't want to be judged, though, but they are, okay? Because they are under judgment, because what they did was deviant, okay? They showed what they were, okay? These people are fake good people, okay? It was demons just pretending to be about God. Like, it's like, so crazy. You gotta get what God, they'll say. But it's like, they'll call me the devil for having crystals. So it's like, all right, you know what I mean? But it's so funny, but it's like anybody who could see that, if you're like a regular neutral person, and you look over and then you see like me just being all peaceful and calm, and then somebody yelling at me about stuff, calling me the devil, like, you know, it's like, it's funny to me, like, and then the person, you don't even respond, you just say, oh, okay, you laugh. You know, and then this person's get angry and angrier, okay? It's so easy to pull the demon out of them, okay? And that's what I love to do. And when you pull out the demon out of somebody, the tower happens, okay? Because this thing on the judgment is causing them to be tower, okay? Because they are seen, okay? People are seeing that, and they're judging that, and they're saying, whoa, you are not the one. It's them, they're the one. They're the ones that are they're wrong here, not you, okay? So, yeah, you're being 100% backed on this, and you're in complete control, without a doubt. Okay, Page of Pentacles, and the reason why is because you are manifesting this. You have financial opportunities coming your way. Things are moving along. There's nothing that's going to stop you right now, okay? Especially with these people being under judgment and having a tower. So, you know, and you being in complete control, and people clearly seeing that, okay? You're basically handling, you're what you say, you are the puppet master now. Okay, you don't have to do anything. Okay, these people, they are under your control. Because why is that? Because you're a Queen of Swords. You have boundaries. They can't get near you. They can't get to you. Okay, they can't see it. They would like to come and try to make you out like you're a certain color, but they can't. They can't say, because you're not going to you'll listen, but you don't say nothing, okay? These people need you to come respond. They need you to come at them. They need you to start yelling, saying, oh, you know, I know you're doing this. I know you're a witch. I know you're a warlock. I know you're doing this, blah, blah, blah. Because then that is preposterous. How could you say something like that? You know what I mean? Or you tell your mom, Mom, I know you're a witch. I know you did this. What? I carried you for 9 months. I love you. Like, yeah, okay, you fucking were taking our energy the whole time, but you know what I'm saying? But now they're fucking, they don't care what happens to you. But then when, you know, you cut them off, now they're, you know, you become lifeless. It's like, okay, what's going on here? Like, what is this mess here? And then you start to learn more and more about the situation, and you find out that you're not so crazy after all, and that these people have been fucking with you the whole time, okay? And now you're like, all right, now they're under judgment, and you are, you know, in complete control now, okay? People are clearly seeing that. Okay, because it's not very difficult to see that you're in control right now. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Because not only is it not hard to see that you're in control, but it's not hard to see that the people that came up against you are in this Ten of Cups in reverse atmosphere. They didn't build their foundation on a Ten of Cups like you did. They didn't think that was a good big thing. They thought they could just jump right over your back and take the Ten of Pentacles, and it didn't make a difference. But no. Now their dreams are shattered, okay? And they are the ones that'll be Ten of Wands left carrying the burden. They're the ones who got all the extra responsibility here, not you. You're not the one who has any type of responsibility, because it's not your responsibility for these people. They thought that they were going to come and destiny swap with you. They thought they were going to take everything. They thought they were going to sell you out, and that you were just going to crumble and crack. But no. You showed them exactly who the fuck you are, okay? And that is why you are in complete control, and you are maintaining control, not just in maintaining, okay? And people, they can't get by. It's not going to happen. Not to mention how you're 9 of Wands, how brave you are. All right, so throw that in there. 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. and you're in for something big here. Something big's coming your way. I can feel it, okay? And you know it's not going to be big for these people? The fact the Six of Wands in reverse, that they're being discredited. They're coming off very unpopular, okay? Because being in the Ten of Cups in reverse atmosphere is not a very popular atmosphere, okay? People don't want to be around there, okay? The only acknowledgement this person is getting is negative acknowledgement, okay? There's no confidence, and this person is seen as an egomaniac, okay? Their ego is being destroyed right now. So we don't even know who this is yet, but just understand this is not good for whoever this is. This could be a group. This could be your counterpart. This could be your copycat. It could be matriarch. It could be any motherfucker, okay? But just know you are the one who has the lover's energy here, okay? So it doesn't matter who it is, okay? Because they wanted you to, they thought they could kill this in you. They thought that they were going to make you become bitter to where you were not going to be able to love no more. You weren't going to be able to trust, that you weren't going to be able to have anybody love you again. This is what they thought. They thought they were going to have you out on the street to the point where you were going to never, ever come back from this. Okay? This was what they needed to happen. But the fact that you came back and then you became 10 times better is almost, they can't even fathom how that is, because this is what they put together was something that they all agreed that would destroy each and every one of them. They're like, nobody could ever come back for. Let's come up with something to destroy the collective that would never, you know what I mean? Like, we would never come back from. And anything they did, they basically attacked your entire like hierarchy of needs, pretty much. From the bottom to the top. Okay, they didn't want you to have a job, they didn't want you to have a home, they didn't want you to have love, they didn't want you to have all the stuff that like people need to survive. They wanted to take away every fucking thing. And perhaps maybe they did at one time, but you called back that energy, you regained that energy, and now they can't fuck with you, okay? This was a prophecy. This is supposed to happen. These people knew that you were going to be the one who was going to destroy them, this coven, okay? And they figured if they got to you before you got to them, then that was going to be how they were going to defeat you. But the trick is that we wanted them to have that information, because by them attacking you, trying to destroy you, only was going to make you stronger, okay? And make you learn who you are. So it's very much, the joke is on them, okay? That's pretty much, that's what's going on with this. The joke is on these fucker people. They thought the joke was on you. All them years laughing behind your back, fucking stealing your energy, thinking you're a big jerk off. Now, who's the big jerk off now? Not you, okay? You're not the one being seen as Six of Wands reverse as unpopular, discredited. No. You're not living in these shattered dreams. This is them. This is whoever thought they were going to come up against you, okay? And now, Seven of Swords, now they want a reverse. Now they want to come clean. Now that you caught them, okay? Now that they're coming off unpopular, okay? Now that you're in complete control of the situation, you're making them tap, okay? So this is going to be some clowns or somebody but this is what you knew was going to happen. This was going to flip things over, because these are pretty much the low-level demons of the bunch. These ones, they're just followers, okay? So I'm feeling like it could either be that this is the foundation that they're on, somebody wants to come clean, or this could be something more. This could be, a big timer. Who knows what this is? But people know that Eight of Pentacles, that you're working extremely hard and diligently to master your skills, okay? You don't care, you know that the money's going to come, the Ten of Pentacles is going to come, you understand that, okay? But you also understand you're doing stuff because you love to do it, okay? You're making sure you're doing it in the ways that are just, it's repetitive tasks. You just really are trying to, develop your skills, okay? So whatever you're working on, whatever you feel like, you could be the best at, is what you're working to do. And now people are seeing that. Seeing you come back, seeing you become who you, always were meant to be. And now they're really going to have no other way but to come clean, unless they want to go down with the ship. I don't care. I mean, most people, when they see that the ship's sinking, they jump off beforehand most of the time, okay? And if they see a lifeboat, perhaps they're going to come, and they're going to come ask for you to come to your ship now, okay? Because they see what a sinking ship is. A sinking ship is not hard to see. It's not hard to find. It's every man for themselves with these people. That's the way it's looking. And it is what it is. You just keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna, You're in control of this. And you don't even have to do anything. That's the best part. You're not even doing anything, and you're in control. All you're doing is not responding or saying nothing. So it's the best part about it. So that's what makes it even 10 times better for you. So we got these people, they're coming clean. We got to see, but we don't even know who this is, though. So let's see. But they are coming off. Whoever this is, so probably somebody that's around people that are unpopular and discredited, that don't want to be seen this way, okay, that have their dreams shattered, is going to try to, think of a way to come towards you and say, come clean and try to, get on your good side again. So perhaps we'll see. We'll see how much people are, how healed they are, okay, and, what judgment has to say about that, so that is the fact that right now they are all under judgment. If anybody who even thought about you bad is under judgment, it's just what it is, okay? It's the facts of life here, okay? Because remember, you are a 9 of Pentacles. I say it every reading. You are almost there, okay? You're reaping the fruits of your labor. You're living an abundant life. You don't need anybody. Yes, an Ace of Pentacles is great, okay? That will make your 10 of Pentacles. Would you love it? Sure, but it doesn't make a difference. You don't need it. Okay, because you're happy just the way you are, okay? Everything is fine. You love yourself. You know what's good. You know what the important things are in life, okay? You're all about it. You understand, Page of Wands, that your energy is very, very inspirational, okay? You have limitless potential here. You're coming off like a free spirit, okay? People feel safe and happy around you. You make people... You relax people. They say your voice is relaxing, is what they tell me. So just understand you are doing a lot of good here, okay? And you're in complete control, okay? Not only of the situation, but of yourself and your emotions. That's what the most impressive is that you could literally, you have complete control of that. I mean, when you could do that, that's when there's nothing that could bother you. You are unfuckwithable, okay? That is what you are, unfuckwithable. People, they can't rattle you, that's for sure, okay? And that's why you not being able to be rattled is the reason why, like I just said, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it'd be nice to, you don't need nobody, but guess what? You got this 10 of Pentacles coming now, okay? So that is one way or other. It's going to be an Ace of Pentacles brought to you, or you're going to get there by yourself, okay? You're just going to blow up yourself, and you're not going to need nobody, and you'll be fine all by yourself, okay? And these people that came up against you, they're going to be really, really sad, okay? Because they're under judgment for what they did, because people... they see you're controlling the situation. They can clearly see that Ace of Swords, that you're controlling the situation. And this is causing 7 of Swords in reverse. People that want to come clean and leave behind this 10 of Cups in reverse type atmosphere to shatter dreams. And, these egomaniacs, 6 of Wands, people that are being discredited and they're seen as unpopular. So these are people at one time that were, might have been somebody that, had some type of status and, promised these people whatever it was. But now this person's coming off as like a joke now. It's like because you just completely discredited anything they said. Okay, and now this person, they're heartbroken. They're absolutely heartbroken, 3 of Swords, because they can't believe that they're being seen this way. This is the type of person who would be able to say, oh, people listen to this person at one time, okay? Nobody is listening to what this person has to say right now, okay? They were trying to get away. They're coming clean. This is like, we got to get away. This makes that person heartbroken. Okay, well, it is what it is. They came up against the wrong motherfucker this time. All right, and then when that happens, it's what's gonna happen. And that's how hopefully they learn their lesson. Don't go fucking with people. Okay, you know who this is? Now we know who it is. Okay, it's this Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, so this is your copycat. Okay, your copycat right now is in this 10 of Cups in reverse atmosphere. Dreams shattered. Okay, they could not build this foundation. They could not replicate the 10 of Cups like you. This is what they thought they could do. They thought they were going to come here. They thought they were going to replicate it. They were going to be able to do what you did. Okay, and at the same time, absorb all your energy and then eventually take your counterparts. The whole thing. This is really what they want. They want to take all this energy and then somehow or another is going to get back to this Emperor in reverse, this King of Swords in reverse characters, okay? That was going to be, the goal was to keep you and your counterparts separate, okay? But now this Queen of Wands in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse is being discredited, seen. It's very unpopular. And now people around them want to come clean, okay? So it's telling me everything I need to know, and they're heartbroken over that, which they should, okay? Because, your 2 of Wands is now turning into a 3 of Wands, Okay, so whatever you were, thinking about putting together, you are making it happen now. Okay, you are in the mix of it. You are building. Okay, your garden is starting to bloom. Okay, so you're not there yet, of course not, but you're working towards what you need to be. Okay, and people see it's clear as day that you are headed towards this 10 of Pentacles one way or another, because you are this 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so you're almost there. Okay, and it's telling me that you're going to get that too. And, usually that's what happens when 7 of Wands, you're in complete control of the situation and can clearly see this and, are very good at manifesting and have a financial opportunity coming your way. So, yeah, they're up on the ups for you. This is all that's telling me right now. And then you have your copycat here. People they're discredited. They've been discredited. They're not who they said they were. They're not you. So they're being discredited. That's exactly what this is. I mean, so they're now being seen as a fraud. And they're heartbroken over it. Oh, well. Okay, and you know what you're being seen as? You're being seen as the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun, okay? You are the one who brings the happiness and the positivity to the situation. This person could not recreate what you did. You stayed positive when it was even impossible, where it could have been almost impossible to stay positive, but you stayed positive. You sat there, you still had your faith, and you said, I know everything's going to work. I do the right thing. I know. You prayed, and you kept your faith, and that's why you're going to be rewarded, okay? That's why you are one of the few that's going to be in here to usher this new earth in, okay? Because this cycle is complete. Whatever this person thought that they were going to get out of this, whatever nonsense, whatever they thought that, destiny swap, or they really thought that they were going to get your energy, no, okay? Because all they're getting is a big bag of balls right across their face, okay? Because they're going back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, okay? And this is the weak feminine energy. This is the one, this energy, this Queen of Wands reversed. This is the, whatever witch of the deck, okay? The fucking quintessential witch of the deck, okay? This person's real slimy, okay? But just know, this is what the energy that would go towards masculine energies and, need them to save them, oh, my hero, make themselves, the feminine energy appear weak, that they needed this masculine and weak. They did, this is what they did. That's why they would make the masculine get to make the money and do this. They didn't care what the masculine, because they didn't care about love. All they cared about was money, okay? So they were willing to do anything for money, this Queen of Wands reverse, okay? And that was even taking money to pretend to be you. It's what the fuck kind of sick person? Where did they find these fucking people at? But hey, they're being discredited and seen as this. You knew that was going to happen. How long did they think? Because you had to go. If you could not have been back the way you are. The fact that you are this, oh well, you knew it. That's why you're here. Okay, you know who's here again? Was here last reading. Your main man, your benefactor, your King of Wands. Like I told you a long time ago, don't ever fuck us, okay? Because this guy, he don't play games. He don't want to hear this nonsense. He knows what's going on. Look, he's about to get up there, okay? He says, no, ain't nobody coming near you. Ain't nobody coming near this fucking Empress, okay? And he's got your back. And then he's energetically protecting you, okay? If not, in the physically protecting you. Nobody is, if this person had any wind that anybody was coming near you, they would destroy these people, okay? Because this person knows what you bring to the table, the sun, the positivity, they see it clearly, Ace of Swords, that, 7 of Wands, that you're in complete control of the situation, that you're a 9 of Pentacles headed towards this 10 of Pentacles, okay? And you're clearly, Page of Pentacles, manifesting that with a financial opportunity that's probably going to be brought by this King of Wands. And this King of Wands also clearly sees that this Queen of Wands in reverse is a fraud who is being discredited, 6 of Wands in reverse, and is clearly shattered dreams, okay? They did not build the 10 of Cups. They did not replicate that, okay? And now this person is heartbroken, this Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is probably, like I said, your counterpart's father, their mentor, somebody that they look up to, that is now looking down all right, I've seen enough. I'm not going to let this person I care about, these two people that I know, this person knows that you are this person's counterpart. They know you guys are twin flames. This person knows this, and they know that these people are trying to block it, and that they're demons doing it because they heard you said this before. They've listened to you. This person's been following what you say, okay? They just don't say anything, okay? They get the information, what you're saying, and they believe you. They believed you this whole time, but they don't talk. This is a person, they don't speak much. Like I said, it's like a mob boss. You ain't going to hear them saying much, okay? But when they do speak, people listen. And when they speak, they're going to say, listen, you fucked with the wrong one because I had them back the whole time. And that's what's really going to set it off. When people find out who this King of Wands is, when this person comes about, okay, makes themselves known, because like I said, you may not even know who they are, okay? I think most of you don't. I think this is I mean, you know who they are as like the person, but you don't know who it is. But they know what you've been up to, and they know they've been following you. They seen what was going on. They knew that you were the one for the kid or whatever. They knew it. So but at the end of the day, the Five of Swords, there was a competition, there was rivalry. These fucks wanted to win at all costs. This Queen of Wands reverse, they wanted to win at all costs, okay? And they did everything to get you outed, okay? They came up with all types of story. They had all types of people collaborating. They had all types of people backing up the story. So you figure your counterpart was bombarded with stuff from your family, from people that were supposedly your friends, ex-co-workers, your exes, everybody saying all this negative stuff, all agreeing with it. But it was the fact was that they all were coming together, and they all, this was all big fucking plan to help this Queen of Wands reverse destiny swap with you, get with everything. And they thought that they were going to get, the people that were your family would rather have seen a complete stranger that they didn't even know get this over you, and even though you would have taken care of these people. This is how jealous and hateful they are. They would have rather seen somebody else, a fucking demon, get something rather than you. That they went along with this, okay? And now they're fucking, and you caught them, and now they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Okay, now they're fucking shitting themselves, because it's like, now what? You know what you did. You know what the fuck you did. You tell them, you know what the fuck you did. Don't fucking play games with us. We're not here to play games no more. So you tell these motherfuckers, okay? Because they're going to start yapping. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, shut the fuck up, all right? Do us a favor. Don't insult our intelligence, because when you insult our intelligence, it makes us very angry, okay? You wouldn't like the 8th house crew and the magical gangsters when they're angry, okay? So trust me when I tell you, they will try to insult your intelligence. You do not respond to it, okay? Because you already know what they did. You don't even have to confront them. Let them fucking tell on themselves. They're telling on themselves. They're coming clean right now. Who gives a fuck? You don't have to prove nothing. They'll tell on themselves, okay? Because again, Five of Swords, because they wanted this conflict with you. They thought they wanted to win at all costs, these people. They thought that was going to be the way to go, but no. This King of Wands sees that they wanted to win at all costs. He sees what kind of people they are, what they were willing to do. They were willing to do anything for money, these people, okay? Especially this Queen of Wands reverse. And this person has been stealing from this King of Wands, okay? Perhaps from their business. And this person knows. They know what this is. They play dumb. This is a person who plays dumb. They're an older person who plays dumb, but knows, very wise. Very wise, and they know, and you know what they want? They know that the end is near for these people, okay? They know this King of Wands is finished. This Queen of Wands is finished because this King of Wands has been out the last several 5 to 6 readings, okay? This person at one time was always on the bottom of the deck. Now is always out. They're always out, and they're always protecting you. Every fucking reading, okay? So you know this is some important person here backing you. Why do you think you're still, everything's still going good? This person's energetically protecting you. If I wouldn't be surprised if this person and the King of Cups were protecting you, and we're doing it the whole time. I believe that they were, okay, because you walked away from this unscathed. Okay, and we know God was protecting you too, but you must understand there has to be other people helping you in this 3D for this to work. Okay, so I'm saying I believe that King of Wands and maybe even your counterpart were energetically protecting you this whole time. Somehow or another, telepathically getting you this communication where you were somehow able to find your way, because it was you versus an entire community. How the fuck did you do this? I want to know, how did you do it? Tell me. I like to know, because nobody knows. They don't understand what's happening here. And that's why it's a fucking mess, because they tried to block a divine union. Now God is letting it, making himself known through you. Okay, you know who this was again? With this Queen of Wands reverse. Now we have this King of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so this could have been, like as last read it was, this was your counterpart, and they were releasing the devil in this situation, okay? But this could also be, somebody who recommended this Queen of Wands reverse towards your counterpart, because this King of Wands is here again, okay? So just know that if that already came out and they released the devil and they wanted to be a King of Cups, I believe this is now going to be like an Emperor reverse character. Somebody who did this, brought this Queen of Wands in reverse in for money, okay? That they were promised a big thing, that if they got this Queen of Wands, they could be the, you know, the destiny swap. If they got rid of you, because this was probably like your counterpart's friend, that, oh, nope, okay, sorry, all right. Like I stated, okay, this King of Pentacles in reverse, they were releasing the devil, okay? And here he is right here, okay? So he's still trying to come back now, okay? So this Queen of Wands in reverse now, this is coming back to your counterpart, okay? So this is where we're going. This is where we're going to get here. I got it, okay? All right, because remember, this is the 11 p.m. reading. If you remember the 7 p.m. reading, you still had the King of Pentacles there with that, you know, Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, now you have this King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So we'll say this is the counterpart again, okay? Queen of Wands in reverse. Devil just shows himself, okay? The devil is here, okay? This Queen of Wands reverse may be trying to use some Five of Swords, some conflict, winning at all costs, trying to blackmail this King of Pentacles, okay? And, you know, now is being seen with this, you know, these dreams are being shattered here from this King. Whatever this King of Pentacles thought they were going to get out of this, the ships are not coming in, okay? Because Six of Wands, they're both being discredited and they're both being seen as egomaniacs, okay? And people, they have no confidence here. And now, this is what I believe is this King of Pentacles in reverse is now coming clean to this King of Wands and telling them and asking them for help, because this is like their father, the protege, saying, listen, we got scammed, blah, 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 and now this King of Wands is handling the situation, okay? And they were saying at you, and they see that everything, you being in this complete control, okay? This person already knew that this was happening. They were just waiting for these people. This is what's going to kill this King of Pentacles in reverse's ego, okay? For them having to get down and beg and, you know, plead that, you know, they were wrong. This is what you needed. You need their ego killed, okay? This King of Wands is going to tell them, because this Queen of Wands got this person so greedy, so obsessed with wealth and status that they lost all sight of what really mattered, and that was you and the love, okay? And this, you know, winning at all cost, you know, showed them exactly what they were, you know, that this is not what they want. They are not, this is not for them, okay? That's why they want to release this devil, okay? And that's, I feel that's why them coming clean. So this makes sense. If they're in King of Pentacles in reverse energy, last read, that was 4 hours ago. So they should be. Now they're saying they want to come clean now. Okay, they released the devil both times. The devil's not, he's not out. So that was just clarification. Okay, but you know what's going to, all right, so we're going to end it on this one. Okay, so you know at the end of the day that this King of Pentacles in reverse, coming clean, releases that greed devil, okay, gets to their form of being the King of Cups that you want. And here you go, your Two of Cups. This is your wish. This is what you wished for. Don't ever forget this. This was your wish, and this is coming. Okay, so I believe that this is coming. This will be your counterpart, and they will be to the point where they're healed, because you have this King of Wands here, okay? You have a Ten of Pentacles. Like I said, it's like you're trading places now. This person has to come down, but you're gonna gracefully and stoically allow them to join you. You're not gonna be the type of person who's gonna, you know, oh, get out, or for revenge. You're not, there's no point for that, because this is what's supposed to happen, okay? Because Seven of Cups, you were never an option. Whatever options these people said in the past, you were definitely now this King of Pentacles. This is the whole point of it. They had to learn without a shadow of a doubt that you were the one, okay? Because these people had these options all thrown at them at all different times, trying to say that you were not who you said you were, that these people are this, that blah, blah, blah. They were trying to, you know, promote, you know, this, you know, polyamorous relationships with swinger type stuff, okay? They knew that that would keep this King of Pentacles. They wanted to keep this King of Pentacles in reverse indulgent, greedy, okay? But now this person, they know that's not what they want, okay? And they're coming clean, Seven of Swords, okay? Because they want this King of Wands to help them, because they know that you're in complete control of the situation, okay? Same thing with this King of Wands. They see how positive you remain no matter what, okay? You stayed in this Nine of Pentacles energy pretty much the whole time. Now are headed clearly to the Ten of Pentacles. Clearly people can see that Ace of Swords, and, you know, this Queen of Wands in reverse, they're under judgment. And you, my friend, Page of Pentacles, are receiving a financial offer and are manifesting your wish, and your wish will be this Two of Cups, and you will have that with this Ten of Pentacles. So I mean, sounds good to me. I mean, that's, while this bum who tried to fucking destiny swap with you is being discredited and seen. But at the end of the day, it don't matter, because this person, we're happy that they did that, okay? Because you would have never been seen for who you were if you didn't have this person doing this. This is the reason why God made sure they had this information before you did. He wanted them to attack you before you, okay? So it makes it that much more ridiculous when it does happen. That's why people are like, it makes them laugh. They're like, come on now, it's a joke what these people were trying to do to you. All right, but the fact is they're not stopping. Even after you don't respond, you stopped responding to these people a long time ago, and they have not stopped attacking you. All you've been doing is clearing your energy and protecting yourself. What else can they say? What else bad can they say about you? You're doing everything you're supposed to, and you're on point. They can't say nothing no more. It's over. So let's get a little clarification here, guys. Let's see what can you tell us here? I mean, we see this is a pretty similar read that last time, I think. If you ask me, I don't know, maybe. I don't know, I'm trying to remember. I think that was what happened. I think you had the King of Pentacles in reverse there. That was being released to the devil that greeted them. Okay, and I believe that's how it was going. So let's see what we're working with. Let's see what the clarification here is. What is the clarification? Some confirmation. Okay, so we do know. Okay, so this will clarify that 10 of Pentacles, this Ace of Pentacles, because like I stated, you are a 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so I said one way or another, you were going to get this, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, whether it was going to be from yourself or what is going to be with this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it's telling me now that somebody's bringing you this Ace of Pentacles, and who I believe is the person who's going to be doing that will be this King of Wands. Where the hell did they go? Oh, yeah, they go. This King of Wands, they will be the ones that will be arranging that you receive this Ace of Pentacles. That's for sure, because they see how positive you are with the Sun. Okay, and this King of Pentacles in reverse, your counterpart, they're coming clean. They're giving up. They're whatever secrets that this Queen of Wands in reverse was holding, they're giving that person up, because they know 7 of Wands, you're in complete control of the situation, because 2 of Cups is there for you, okay? 2 of Cups is there, and so is the Chariot, because movement is along, okay? That is getting to that point. It is completing. It's a 9-year. Completions are happening. Trust me when I tell you, okay? So we got this 9 of Pentacles here. You with this Ace of Pentacles makes the 10. Perfect, perfect. So that's confirmation right there. So let's see what else we're working with confirmation-wise. Okay, so we have the 3 of Wands. So yes, we have an action plan here. The 3 of Wands is a card of exploration, progress, and foresight. It represents turning inspiration into clear action plan, okay, and exploring new possibilities and challenges. It's exactly what you're doing. You're moving it along, okay? You have a plan here. You are growing, okay? Like I said, you have a secret garden, and it's starting to bloom, okay? You've already put it in action. You already know what you want to do, okay? You're well aware, okay? That's why you're moving very fast, too, 8 of Wands. You're rapidly getting this done, okay? You're not just, you're not dilly-dallying, okay? You're not just saying, okay, well, I'll do it later. You're not even, you're just, boom, consistent, day after day after day. Nobody could say that's not true. Everybody could definitely see it. It's 100% very, very obvious, okay? And you know who could really see it? And that's why you're going to be the one who wins this ball game, is because the Hierophant sees it, okay? So the institutional support is there, and they see just what you're all about, okay? Because this King of Wands perhaps maybe informed them after this King of Pentacles in reverse came clean to them, okay, about what this Queen of Wands in reverse was up to, okay? And now everybody sees that you're in complete control of the situation, and that you're clearly a 9 of Pentacles, okay, that's receiving an Ace of Pentacles, okay, because again, you are the one who brings the fun, because you are the Sun, and that is all because of your positivity, okay, and the fact that you were willing to stay, you chose that just to stay happy. You could have easily went bitter, you could have easily went cold, but you refused to do that, okay? You stayed positive, and that is the power of staying positive. Anything could fucking happen if you stay positive. Stay positive for a week straight, see what happens. Don't say don't complain at all. Don't say one negative thing. Try it for a week. Let me know how you could do. I think things might change for you if that's the case, because wow, brother, okay, what did I just say? It's another short for you, okay, because you are the one who brings the fun, because you are the Sun, okay? That was just under the deck. I just showed that's a triple short right there for you, okay? So that was three-piece. That was a three-piece. That can't get any better than that, okay? Because not only are these people, they're being discredited, okay? You're the one who's being publicly recognized, okay, for what you've been through, okay? You're being publicly recognized for remaining positive in a situation that most people would have turned into, they would have, like they said, hurt people, but you never chose. You broke that cycle, okay? You broke that curse. You broke that generational curse, okay, of whatever was put on your lineage, okay? And that is why the ancestors are looking at you with awe, okay? That's why you are being recognized in the 5D as something very special. And now it's going to be manifesting into the 3D with the help of this King of Wands, of course, because this person knew how much you loved their protege or their son or their daughter. They knew that, okay? And they see exactly what this Queen of Wands in reverse was willing to do, and what they did to their, their originally King of Cups, and turned this into a King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? But now this King of Pentacles in reverse, coming clean, knows that this is what they matters to them, this Two of Cups, okay? And this King of Wands will help them if they feel that this person is being genuine. And I feel that this person is going to be genuine, because they wouldn't come to this King of Wands. I think this was their last resort. Like, they knew that they were always going to, this was their way out. I think this is their get out of jail free card, this King of Wands. Because you figure if it's their child or their protege, they're always going to, do what they can to help them, especially if they're coming to them and asking for help. And I think that's what's happening here, okay? Because now, yes, absolutely, there's Five of Pentacles is there, okay? So this King of Pentacles reversed, they lost everything, okay, because of this Queen of Wands reverse. So now they're struggling, and they have to come clean and ask help. It's basically like can they need a loan? They need this. And this person now knows that the reason why that they're in this situation is Five of Pentacles is because of this Queen of Wands in reverse. And they're clearly pointing out and saying, well, your counterpart over there, this, the positive Empress here, they would have never done anything like this. They loved you, okay? And I knew that. And they're also now going to go for the people that recommended this person, or who went around this person and tried to discredit you. This King of Wands is like a one-man wrecking crew, okay? That's almost like your Archangel Michael, but they're on the 3D right now, okay? This person is like steamrolling people. Like, nobody's saying nothing to them. This is like a mob boss. It's like they're taking everybody out that came up against you. Okay, this is how much this person respects you. Tell me that ain't something. Okay, just tell me, please, because I'm very impressed with the whole situation, with everything you bring to the table. Okay, because we know you are a gangster magician. Okay, we know this. You're magical gangsters. Okay, everybody sees it, including this King of Wands, including. Everybody now sees it. It's not even a fucking, what's it called, up for debate anymore, because you stayed in this full energy, okay? You were universal energy. You don't give a fuck. You never let this bring you to the point where you're like, oh, I took this so seriously. You're still able to laugh at the situation, even after what you've been through, even how hard you were hurt, okay? And that tells us everything we need to know about you. And that's why you're a divine being. And that's why you're full of love. And that's why I love you more than anything in this world. Okay, because I know what you've been through. I know what you felt. Okay, because I felt it myself. Okay, because we can feel things so strongly because we're empathic. These people, they don't have empathy genes. And I hate you for the fact that you can feel. And what they do is project negativity onto you to make you feel that, because they can't feel it. Okay, so the point is that you were able to feel love, they're not, okay? The negative part is that if you don't protect yourself, they could also put those negative things, and that's what you've been dealing with your whole life, and you had to learn to protect yourself, and that's what's all about being a Queen of Swords and the boundaries, okay? This is what you had to learn to become a Queen of Swords, okay? But also you got a Magician and a High Priestess out of that, okay? While always remaining in the Fool, okay? Because you run on full energy. So let's wrap this up. I think we pretty much get the gist here, right? I mean, like, I see what's happening here. It's pretty much some confirmation, I would say. Okay, because of course, 9 of Wands, the bravery that you put together, that is the whole reason, and the positivity is it's keeping you in this control. 7 of Wands, okay? 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, that is what you're about, okay? While remaining very positive, okay? Showing your ability to be a magician, okay? Because it's just amazing. It's a really good reading, okay? So it's just the fact that it matters. Now this Queen of Wands, they're done. They can't come back. What can they do in this situation? Because at the end of the day, we're gonna end it here, okay? At the end of the day, okay, I'm gonna do this first. Do it this way. this King of Cups coming towards you with this Two of Cups is 110% going to bring the Tower to this Queen of Wands, okay, catapulting them right to the Five of Pentacles, and you right to the Ten of Pentacles, okay? This is going to be just a complete transfer here, okay? And now these people are just, they're finished. There's nothing left they could say. Everything has came out. They've been discredited, okay? Six of Wands reversed. They've been seen through. They've come off with the shattered dreams, Ten of Cups in reverse. Nothing but whatever it is there. Five of Swords, conflict. Being seen as people who want to win at all costs. Clearly being seen that way. Very clearly. Ace of Swords. Okay, and are under judgment for that. Okay, and at the same time, now, this Queen of Wands in reverse is basically cost this King of Pentacles in reverse all the money. They went through all the money. They've done all the, they were probably spending all types of company money to buy spell work. When you probably got this person in an indulgent state, maybe using drugs, whatever it is. This King of Wands now, they're asking him for help. Seven of Swords in reverse, coming clean. Okay, this King of Wands says they will help them, okay, because they see that they want this Two of Cups with you. And they know that they want this person with you because you are the positive. This is what will turn this around for this person and turn them into who they're supposed to be. And that's that King of Cups, okay? Where the hell did I put him at? Where did I put my King of Cups at? Somewhere around here. Where the hell did I do with them? Whatever. They said they're here, but just like supposed to put the card somewhere. But I don't really care. It doesn't make a difference because at the end of the day, you're the one who's winning this battle. Okay, you won it. You're the winner. Okay, I'll check you later. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, bye. Thanks for everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.